still want to come down here now, and I'm just going to bring this line right across there to make us a mouth. I still have my dark brown. I've squirted it with some water. I've got it kind of watery, and that's what I want. I'm going to use my brush, my angle brush, and I'm going to come in here and just with the tip try to start making some fine little hairs. I might want to use my liner brush for that. Let me see. I have a number 20/0, and it's sort of like using the ink that you would sign your name with. So this just takes time. I'll just tell you that. Lots of little hairs has got to go on here. So it's one of those times we can just play music, sit back and relax and enjoy it. And as you can see, I've got hairs going one way, I've got hairs going another way. We can do some short ones, we can do long ones. Alright, I'm going to grab some of my brown here and some white, and I'm going to try to make a gray. I think I got too much white in there. I think I want to go a little more brown. I want it lighter than that, but I don't want it that much lighter yet. Okay. Right, I'm come back with my liner brush. Now again, since I want to spray it with a little water so that I can get it thin, like so I can, as if I'm signing my name. That's so we can get these little hairs on here. Alright, let's see if we can, if this is going to do what I want it to do here. What we're going to do is I'm going to take my liner brush and I'm just going to bring some of this color in here. We're going to be adding a bunch of colors to this, so we're just going to come on down and bring these on down. This is my light brown, my brown with a little white in it. At this point, I'm going to bring some down like this. Some like this. And I'm just going to bring some on down like that. I'm going to take some up like this here. I'm hoping you can see there's just such a subtle difference, but I'm hoping that you can see that there is a difference. And we'll bring some down like this. At this point, I am going to pick up my 1/2 inch again, and I'm going to come back in here and just get my just to try to get some more hairs in here like that, because it's that other one just takes so long. I mean, I like the way it did, but it just took so long. Now there's places I use the brush just coming down, touching up, putting some paint in. I've got some darker brown on here. I'm just mixing with that lighter brown just so we can get some different colors in here. And then I can just take the tip of the brush and just come down with some of these other colors. I'm going to grab some more white and some of this brown, and I'm going to come in here and try to make it a little lighter than the last one I had. Alright, so I've got, my brush has got some white on it, but I'm going to use the brown, and I'm just going to come in here and put some of this on my brush, and then we're going to come back and see what kind of colors we got going on here now. Now if you do it too hard, you get something like that. So I'm just, with my angle brush, I'm just coming in here and picking up a little bit on both sides of my brush, and I'm just coming in and as thin as I can get them. They look better than they do if they're too thick, but that just means push lightly. I'm going to put a little more water in my paint here because I need it to thin up some. Let's get this here done. So I'm back with a number 5 round brush, and I have some tan color on my paintbrush, so I'm going to just pick a little bit of that up. It's actually called warm gray, but I call it tan. And I'm just going to come in and start, that's not covering up what I want it to, so I may have to mix it with just a little white to get it to cover up. I'm actually going to use my flat brush here because I feel like that one's just a little wild for me. So I'm just going to grab this one where I can get in closer to these areas. And again, I'm just mixing the tan with the white to get it to go on there better. See, our nostrils is shrinking a little bit. And if I need to bring in some more dark, I will. This is where you kind of got to hold your breath because it's such a small area. I'm going to make his mouth line just a little smaller. So I have a number 4 filbert brush, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab some brown with a little more white. I'll wipe it off, and I'm going to come in here and try to give him some now. I've got that brown on my brush. I'm going to fix that, but I just want to come in and rub a little bit in here because I don't want him to look all which I think I'm going to have to let it dry some because I'm just, seems like I'm rubbing it off. I may have to end up going another coat on this green. Because I can tell right there it's wanting to pull the because it's that green underneath is just wanting to come out some, and I want him to be a little dirty. Not dirty, but have a little brown in there because I want him to have some color other than just one color. And we'll pick up a little white and just see what we can get in here. Yep, I'm gonna have to go back in there with that line because I just messed him up, but that's okay. I'm gonna come in here with some of this dark brown, just the brown on, and I'm gonna make his nostril a little more defined in here. I'm just adding some white right here to try to give us a little highlight. I'm going to pick up my flat brush, dry it off, and I'm going to come back in here with the brown that I just made. Of course, I'm going to add a little water to it. As you can tell, I'm just trying to get a little watered down so I can slide it easier. But I do want to just come in here with a little bit of sections and just put a little bit of some hair in here. Doesn't have to be, because this is under his neck, but we do want to keep this here. And I really want this here to dry before I come in here with too much other paints. Because I am going to let some of this come down over his nose. And we can always bring some of this over here and here. We're just doing different, having a wild hair day. I'm going to take some more white, and I'm coming back in here with this brown, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit lighter. There we go. I'm going to grab a little bit of this tan here and put it in here too. Let's see what it does. Okay. And then I still have a lot of paint on my brush. I just added some white and some of that tan to this, and I'm just going to do a few little hairs here and there. Some's coming down this way. Some's going up that way. And then we're starting to add the colors that we want to him. Now I'm going to pull this in this direction. And I want some to come over that ears. I did forget, and I want to do this, so I'm going to pick up some of that dark color I just had, and I want to come back in here to the horns a little bit and just add some different colors to it. And I think I got a little bit too much in here, so I'm just going to come in with a few, the darker brown. And I can still work on those while we're doing. But I'm coming back in here with my lighter color again. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. I picked up a little bit of brown because I'm going to bring some of that in here. And I want to kill all of any of the colors. I just want them on there. And then, of course, these hairs can come down over some of them. Alright, we're going to bring this down like this. Still going to bring this out. And we're going to bring this down so that we can bring these little hairs out. If I got too much in there, I'll just pick up some of this other color that I just had. And now it's just working with colors. The colors that I have, I'm just adding a little more color to it. And so we have different colors going on. I'm going to add a little more white and brown and tan to this one. Make a little bit more. I'm going to put a little more water in there. And just keep adding. And if I get a hair that I think is going the wrong direction, and just grab some and come back in there and kind of make them go the right direction. I'm just putting a little of this color under here just to make it look a little, just not killing his other colors.